Jonathan, you've been a defensive coach now for a couple of years with the squad. How are you enjoying it?
Loving it, yeah. It's it's a dream job in many respects. So I see myself as very fortunate to be able to have come through a professional playing career and then come into a coaching environment. They're a great group of players to work with, hugely talented, and they've got a great work ethic. So I think as a defensive coach that makes goes a long way in helping to make us a strong defensive side.
Well, from a coaching point of view, how happy have you been with the pre-season part of the game so far?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's been a good pre-season. We've filtered a lot of young players into the squad, and they've done exceptionally well. But pre-season is pre-season. As Munster proved, you can have a poor pre-season, get off to a great start in the league, and it's the competition phase of the season that's important. It's the points that matter. So, yeah, no, very pleasing. Off to a good start against Glasgow, and I think we're going over to the Ospreys with a bit of confidence. And we have to, because there's no more difficult a place to go, and so we've got to get our mindset right.
Liberty Stadium's not an easy place to win. Ulster's record's not great there.
No, it's not an easy place to go and win, and they're the defending champions. I think every team in the league is trying to create a real home kind of environment that is a bit of a fortress. We feel we've got that at Ravenhill, and the Ospreys feel that the Liberty Stadium is that to them. So, they're a physical side. They'll be smarting after a loss to Diviso. It's their first game at home in front of their home crowd as defending champions. So, they'll want to make a statement this weekend. So we don't want to be on the back of that. We want to make sure that we front up physically, mentally, and we go there and win the game.
Last weekend we saw Darren Cave coming on, Tom Court coming on. There's a few of the internationals now feeding back into the squad. When do you think Ulster will be sort of near full strength? Yeah,
look, there's a huge number of players who have got to filter back in over the next number of weeks. Cavey came back obviously at the weekend and did very well. It's about giving these players the opportunity. We've given young players a chance to put their hands up, and I feel that they've done that exceptionally well. Mark's trying to create an environment that is based around competition, where players have to respect and earn the right to put on the jersey. And those young guys have, as I said, put the hand up and pushed that these players who are coming back in, top quality international class players, they still have to respect the jersey and they have to earn it. And I think that over the next number of weeks, they will come in and make us strong and competitive.
As a backs coach and as a defensive coach, what are you actually looking for from your team?
Well, I suppose number one, that we are hugely competitive. I think rugby is a physical, contact-dominated sport, and your mindset has got to be right. We have to ask questions of defences. I know as a defensive coach, when there's movement, when there's variety to what you do, it makes it defensively difficult for you. So I think it's important that we keep challenging ourselves to add variety and movement in our game and attack. But fundamentally, I think you have to be singing off the same hymn sheet. You have to be working together. I think defence probably demonstrates that more than most aspects of the game, because I think if one player is doing one thing and another player is doing a different thing altogether, it shows weaknesses and it shows holes. So you have to be wholly committed. You have to be driven to win, and you have to do it as a team and together. And if you get those core fundamental principles right, you're going to be difficult to beat.
How different is that from the days whenever you played?
I don't think it was huge. It's hugely different. I think there were key principles. The game's obviously moved on. It's faster. They're better athletes. They're better athletes certainly than they were in my day. But the principles are still the same. It's a team game. It's a contact-based game. If you win those individual battles, you're more likely to win those collective battles. And I think the physical side of the game has increased. Players are more physically conditioned now than ever for that type of game. So it's important. It's important that you win those battles. The game hasn't fundamentally changed. Usually, it's faster. People are on their feet, and they're better athletes. But the core principles, I think, are still there.
Thanks very much, Jonathan, and good luck at the weekend.
Thank you.